Cartoon Mason up in here with Temple Solel in Paradise Valley. Tell me if you relate. Some days you're on top of the world, full of vitality and motivation. And some days you're on bottom of the world because it's a globe. And you feel like trash, and you feel incompetent and grumpy. Well, allow me to pull back the curtain, my dear viewer. Biorhythms. I found a book from the 70s called Biorhythms. You know your heart beats with a rhythm, your lungs breathe with a rhythm, and your brain sleeps with a rhythm. But did you know these three rhythms might have larger counterparts that impact your mood, vitality, focus, and life? Biorhythms. According to Barbara O'Neill and Richard Phillips in the 70s, the biorhythm theory states that at the moment of birth, the first breath, 3 cycles which recur consistently throughout one's life are initiated. The physical cycle with a duration of 23 days, the sensitivity cycle of 28 days, and the intellectual cycle of 33 days. The significant points in each cycle occur at the beginning and at the midpoint, which are called critical days. Critical in the sense of a turning point, when the cycle changes from the plus to the minus phase. Just a note, this is from the 70s. So it's been like 50 years, and this could be old data or debunked, but I don't have internet this morning. Isn't that madness? In a world like this, no internet. Number 1, heart rhythm is physical rhythm. In the course of the 23-day physical cycle, the first 11 and a half days are known as the plus period. This is a time of increased vitality, good coordination, physical competence, and stamina. During the second part of the cycle, the minus phase, there's a lessening of energy and a need for rest. Number 2, breath rhythm is the sensitivity rhythm. In the 28-day sensitivity cycle, the first 14 days are the plus period, when feelings of cheerfulness and general goodwill prevail. During the second part of this rhythm, there's a sense of emotional negativism, even flatness and edginess. Number 3, brain rhythm is the intellectual rhythm, which is 33 days. During the first 16 and a half days of the intellectual cycle, your mental powers are most active. You can learn new things and your memory functions better. The second 16 and a half span seems more conducive to consolidating what you've learned. Now, let me talk about some Jewish stuff, because that's my thing. In Judaism, the soul is said to have 5 parts: nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, and yechida. We never really talk about the higher 2 because they're kind of transcendental and incomprehensible to us right now. But nefesh is physical matter, like a rock. Ruach is living matter, like a bug. And neshama is higher consciousness, like a human, with nobilities and virtues. Some interesting parallels. Nefesh, physical rhythm. Ruach, sensitivity rhythm. Neshama, intellectual rhythm. Wow. So beautiful and interconnected. So my advice, just ride the wave, brother. Just ride the wave. Ride the wave, my sister. Ride the wave. Next time you feel sad, anxious, or scared, remember, it will pass. It could be a part of your biorhythm in that moment. Just ride the wave, stick it out, pretend it's the 70s, groovy, just ride the wave. And you know, in the end, everything comes from God, you guys, even the challenges. So just ride the wave. This has been Cartoon Mason with Temple Solel in Paradise Valley. Shabbat Shalom. A little bonus. I've been like really mentioning how this book is from the 70s. Just look at the celebrities that the authors choose. Biorhythms. Biorhythms.